Hey guys, Freddie Jenkins here, and today I'm going to be talking about movie remakes and sequels that could have been good, but they weren't what they should have been. And number 10 is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, this remake was okay, but I like the original better because it's a musical, and it's hard to explain, but I like the story of the remake better because, and it shows uh, how loyal Charlie was to his family, as in the remake, or the original. Uh, it really doesn't show how Charlie is loyal, and never mind. It's hard to explain, but if anybody understands me, maybe you could word it better than I could. I'm sorry, it's hard to explain, but number 9 is King Kong and the Three Stooges. Um, First of all, King Kong, the not the one from the 70s, but the one nowadays, would be good if it wasn't 3 hours long. But everything else was good about it. The action in it was good. The adventure in it was awesome. But if it wasn't 3 hours long, then we would have had one of the best movies ever made. And Three Stooges would have been alright if they chose funnier actors. Will Sasso was the only um, good in the role, and I think they should have either got Jim Carrey and Mike Myers or Adam Sandler and Rob Schneider in it because it would have been funnier. I think it would have made more money, and people would have actually went to see it, and it could have been good. But they didn't choose the right characters, the right actors for the characters, and that's it. Number 8 is Evil Dead, the remake. It would have been good if they gave Campbell a cameo or something, but because the original wasn't that good, the second one was the best. The original wasn't that good, in my opinion. But yeah, they should have gave him a cameo role or something. That would have made the movie even better, and I think it would have made more money, would have been awesomer, and you would have got a better remake. Number 7 is Halloween, and I'm talking about the first one. I like the first half of it because it shows how Michael's childhood really is screwed up, and instead of like in the first one where they make him just kill out of nowhere, in the first one, in the remake, you could actually see it coming, and I like that in the movie. And number 6 is The Fog. Yeah, I didn't care for the original too much, and I don't care for the remake. Uh, the original was okay, but the remake could have done something better. Like instead of having it, the three ghoulish creatures that are killing people, maybe it could have had somebody actually do the killings and just say, "Oh, it's the creature. It's not me." Something like that would have been good. And number 5 is Prom Night. Yeah, that remake sucks, but it could have been better if they gave Jamie Lee Curtis like maybe a cameo role and just made this story better. Because the original was slow paced. It had its moments where it was good, but it was boring. Not much to it, and yeah, it really wasn't that good. So the remake could have had the storyline better and gave Jamie Lee Curtis a cameo role. It's that simple. And number 4 is Batman Forever, and this is like a remake because in Batman Forever, Val Kilmer says, "I've never been in love before," and I've said this before, but that makes it sound like it's a remake. And um, I heard from my friend Pro Monarchy Genius. He says it was actually supposed to be Chip Shrek that burned Two Face or Harvey Dent, and I think that would have been the best choice, and got Tim Burton to direct it again because it would have been better. Just another sequel, not a remake. That's what we needed. Number 3 is My Bloody Valentine, and yes, I'm talking about the remake because it was awesome. I liked some of it, but the acting wasn't really good, and I didn't like the idea of having a naked woman in it. Uh, Something about it really isn't that good, and it kind of ruins the movie's feeling. Number two is The Hills Have Eyes Part 2, the remake. That one could have been good, because there's no excuse why they couldn't do it with the budget they had. Find people with real disabilities and make a movie out of it would be pretty much the same thing as the first, and it'd seem real, and it'd make lots of money, I'm sure. And it would have been better than what we had. Number one is When a Stranger Calls. I'm talking about the remake with Camille LaBelle. It would have been good if there was more suspense, more kills, I guess, uh, more atmosphere, because it takes place in this house, and I did not like the feeling of the house because it wasn't really that scary, and it would have been better with a backstory too of who the hell the killer was, because it never really says who he is. It doesn't even explain why he did what he did. He's just a random guy, and it would have been good. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. I hope you understand what I mean. All these remakes and sequels could have been best if they just followed what I was saying, and I think it would have been better to have, and they would have made more money and all that. Yeah, it would have been good. So anyway, peace out.